So this is the fourth period video. We'll start at number 12 and do every third one after that. Obviously, if you need the other problems, they're posted in the other videos. All right, number 12. Sketch the graph of each. So let's see. That looks like hyperbola, hyperbola, hyperbola. So the center at 3, -2. And then we do the box and asymptotes. Under x is 2 squared, so we'll go left and right 2. Up and down 3. And please be careful. I mean, this is a terrible mistake to just sort of lose sight of what you're doing and sketch in an ellipse right there, right? Like, you know it's a hyperbola. So don't, you plot those 4 points and your brain might see an ellipse, but resist the temptation. Sketch in the box. Grab a straight edge, perhaps your ID, to do the asymptotes. And then, is this a left and right hyperbola or an up and down hyperbola? And how do you know? Why is it left and right? Because x comes first. For hyperbola, what comes first matters. For an ellipse, what's bigger matters. So x is first, so I know it's a left and right hyperbola. And oh, that's all it asked for. But I could easily find the vertices, the foci, on and on and on. Let's skip B and go to C, just to save some time here. How about the center for C? 0, 2. Good. You've learned to pay attention to x and y. Don't just read them off in order. So 0, 2. And then 3 up and down. 6 left and right. And then the box. Big box on this one. And the asymptotes. And then is this one left, right, or up, down? Pulling popsicle sticks for a minute. Up and down or left and right? Which one is it? Yes, up and down, because the y is first. So again, doesn't matter who's bigger. What matters is who's first. So this is a very wide hyperbola. There we go. Number 15. Again, we're doing every third one here. Which of the following is false? So again, careful, reading carefully here. The center is 2, -5. Yes, that is true. The foci are, well, x comes first, so I know the foci are left and right, so I like that. C squared equals a squared. What is it for hyperbola? Plus or minus for c squared? Plus. 16 plus 49 would be 65. And again, it's left and right, so we would attach that to the x coordinate to accomplish the left and right. That's what number 2 did, so that's true. The vertices are also left and right from 2, -5, and they're left and right by 4. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So 3 is correct. So, which of the following is false? None of those are false? Did I miss something? 2, negative 5. I like that. Foci are definitely left and right. So we change the x-coordinate by square root of 65. Vertices are left and right. So we change the x-coordinate by 4 in either direction. So I'm saying they're all true, which means none of my answer choices are correct. So they're all true. None are false. Well, which of the following is false?
Oh, okay.
None are false. Number 18. Yeah, 18. Can you tell what 18 is before we even complete the square on it? The circle. And so again, there's 5 questions that are just identify the shape. So like the very first thing you might do on 18, 19, and 20 is identify that shape. So I know it's a circle. We'll complete the square. So half of negative 6 is negative 3. So we'll add 9 to both sides. Half of 8 is 4. So we'll add 16 to both sides. Be careful, that's the easy one when completing the square, right? If you got a coefficient out front, or a negative coefficient out front, you got to be extra careful about what goes in on the other side. So x minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 36. So the center's at 3, negative 4. The radius is 6. And then carefully sketch in a circle. There we go. I feel like out of 18, 19, and 20, you guys got the easiest one because it's just a circle. 21. Oh, look, it's our favorite picture. Again, for the 3rd time, maybe. Consider the function whose graph is given. F is defined between negative 8 and 8, composed of 2 line segments and a circle, or a semicircle. Write a piecewise equation. Most of you made 100 or better on that quiz, but things were missed in this section. So the first piece goes from negative 8 to negative 2, and then from negative 2 to 6, and then from 6 to 8. And you could put the equal sign on either end because the points are touching, they're matching, so it doesn't matter where you assign negative 2 to the first branch or the second branch. Okay, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, point slope form. Slope is negative 1/3, and point, I would use the one on the x-axis just because it makes life easier. Negative 2, 0. So y minus 0 equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. Now when we go to put that in this equation, we already have y equals written there. So I'm not going to write y equals again. I'm just going to put the equation, negative 1/3 x plus 2. And you can distribute the negative 1/3, or you don't have to distribute the negative 1/3, whichever way you like. You know what? While we're doing lines, let's jump over and do the other one. So the slope is 2, and I'm going to use the point 6, 0. So y minus 0 equals 2 times x minus 6. So y equals 2 times x minus 6. Or 2x minus 12, either one. And then now all that's left is the middle circle. Again, I feel like we don't write just the top half very often, so I usually end up saying, oh, this one's going to be a little different. Let's start at the beginning here. X minus 2 squared plus y squared equals 16. And we want to solve for y, but we only want the top half. So 16 minus x minus 2 squared. Square root both sides. Normally I need to think about the plus or minus, but I only want the top half, so I just want the plus part of it. So yeah, I don't remember if we've done a circle that wasn't centered at the origin, but I almost always start with the circle that I know, and then I can work toward getting the top half. Determine the area between the graph of f and the x-axis. Okay, well that's just triangle plus half a circle plus triangle. So 1/2 base times height. Let's see, 6 times 2 divided by 2 is 6. While I'm thinking about triangles, I'll jump to the other side. 4 times 2 divided by 2 is 4. And if that radius is 4, 1/2 pi r squared would be half of 16 pi. So 8 pi for the top half. So 6 plus 8 pi plus 4, or 10 plus 8 pi. And again, you will see an area under the curve problem on the test on Thursday. Next, number 24. Next and final for this video anyway. A window above a door is to be made in the shape of a semi-ellipse. If the window is 10 feet wide at the base and 3 feet high at its center, determine the distance from the center of the base to the focus, to the foci. Okay. This is a little bit like the St. Louis arch problem we did. So B is 3. What's A equal to? And here's the main point of this question, I think. It's 10 all the way across, so A is 5. Basically, don't use 10. 10 is the full length of the major axis, but that means A is 5. If I was writing an equation, I don't even think I need to do this though. That would be my equation. But I need to know what C is. A squared minus B squared. So 25 minus 9 is 16. So C is 4. Which I think makes sense for our picture. If you were really paying attention and you got 9 feet, then that means your foci would be like outside of the ellipse, so hopefully that would be weird. Square root of 100 is more than 10. That'd be outside of the ellipse. That would be strange. 34 you would get if you did A squared plus B squared. Right? It's like, we know the mistakes you'll make. We make those, and then that's where we get our bad answers from. Okay, so that's it for this video. Check out the other videos for the other solutions.